All right, so now let's talk about, we're in 2D now, so these are our 2D controls here that we're able to change certain functions of it to enhance your image. There's a lot of these there's not a right wrong answer to, it's a personal preference. The first one is dynamic range. The higher the number, the grayer the image is going to be.
It's more shades of gray, right? Is that right?
More shades of gray are introduced, yes.
Okay.
The lower the number, the more black and white. So that's just it's a dynamic range. It's a compression. A lot of systems will say compression. All right? So we're here. The next button is the gray map, and once again, that's a personal preference. 1, in this case, is more contrasty. 5 is going to be, or 6, a little variation. All of these will have a little bit different look.
Okay.
Right above that is left-right invert.
Be careful. Don't use it.
Okay. Okay.
I
agree.
say that to most, particularly new users, not to invert your screen. You'll get confused, and if someone does that and another user comes behind you and the screen is flip-flop, you may get confused as to.
Correct.
Yes, so I don't really understand why you may want to use that. Is there a purpose that you can think of?
In OB, not necessarily, but there are some instances where people learned somewhere else and they scan backwards. Why, for the life of me, I don't know.
Yeah, we can't teach it that way.
No, we can't.
So we'll teach it right way.
Yes.
Right. And I understand some in image guidance, needle guidance, some physicians would prefer to see the needle coming in from a certain direction, so you may have to left-right the screen. That makes sense to me, that's fine. But I think in scanning, we try to suggest that we don't left-right the screen or invert the upside down.
Yeah, I think it's important they understand it's there because it's on all systems, but I think your comment, don't go there, is good.
Yeah, and this is the indicator, correct?
Correct.
So this is my notch, and this P will tell me that I'm in the correct
Yes, in
orientation.
reference to where the
notches.
indicator is on the transducer, yes.
Okay.
Yes. So the next button, a chroma, is a color overlay of your 2D image. So if I turn this, you can see that every system's going to have a different hue. Some of everybody's eyes see things a little differently, and actually the chroma will help you maybe help define kidneys a little better, or some subtle structure you'll be able to pick up better. The theory is a human eye sees color better than it does shades of gray. So that's why, and some customers prefer to scan it out all the time. So once again, a personal preference.
It almost takes isoechoic items, like kidneys are not sometimes hard to distinguish, and if you change that color map, it may bring out those subtle differences that you wouldn't normally notice in the gray.
A little better border definition in some instances.
Okay.